Good morning, everybody. Cheryl here with Inked Pulp. And we are back. I think I have a fun one today. I was just sorting some stuff out. But I'm going to wait for one or two people to get in here. And this is what we're going to work on today. I've got this whole bag of cardboard stuff that I had been collecting. And I thought, how fun would that be to make a tag or a journal card? That's got a bend in it. Might want to cut that there. But I was thinking that this could be fun to work with. Just do something on cardboard. Hey, Susan. So we're going to do cardboard today. I'm going to pick a piece of cardboard and make a something or other. I don't know. I'll pull that back in a minute. Susan's got a great the 52 card the full deck challenge. That's what it is. She's got one up at, she had to use 15 layers and she did a great job pulling. But you know what? Something I have to say about Susan is that she always. Sorry about that. I knocked myself out of the studio. She never disappoints in that she can take the most random pieces and, oh, hi, Carol. Welcome. She can take the most random pieces and pull them together into a collage that just looks fabulous. And I am really in awe of her ability to do that. So, Susan, when we do our exchange, which I was just going to email you about that pretty quick here, I'm going to send you really random stuff, really random, and challenge you to do something fun with it. No, you really have a talent at that. But yes, you're going to get some random things. I wanted to show you guys, you remember this that we made? I was going through and filing away all my new pieces in my ephemera boxes, and I found an old one that I did, an old tag using this technique. And one thing I had done that I didn't do on this one was the shading. So you see around the edge how it's shaded, and it almost looks like the bird is really set back in there. And so I wanted to talk to you guys just a minute about shading before we yes, Susan and I are going to we'll do a broader group one, but long time ago, I had asked Susan if she'd be interested in exchanging 5 items and making something. And she said, absolutely. And then I had my show and it just got really busy. And so we'll do it and film it, and then we'll do something broader with the whole group. So what I did to make that shadow, and now Susan does something different, but because I was watching hers this morning, I use a Stabilo, but this is a Stabilo. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. A Stabilo Carbothello. It's not a water soluble. It's more like a charcoal pencil. And so I just go around and put down a pretty good layer of it. And I don't press hard, because if you press hard, it'll press into the paper. But then I take my little tortillon, and I took a little one, and then I just go around. And the reason I like these is because I can fade it out. I can have it darker right up against the edge. And like right here, it might be a little bit light. So you see how black that is right there right now. So if I take this and just go in some circles, and pull that color out a little bit, it doesn't look so dark. It's darker right up next to the edge, but then it pulls it out. Hey, Mimi. Um, so I wanted to show you guys that because I had forgotten. See, Mimi, where I added the shading around the edges, so it makes it look like this little frame is sitting up and the bird is sitting down in there. So I just wanted to show that and remind you guys of that. Now, what Susan uses are the Stabilo All pencils, the aquarelles. And those you put around, you know, you do the same thing, you draw around, but then you take like a water brush or just a regular paintbrush with water on it. And when you go around, it dissolves that color. I do use those. They're not my personal favorite because, in fact, I just ordered some and I've got 3 brand new ones. The only reason, hey, Big Mama, the only reason they're not my favorites is because they come out so dark. I like using this tortillon to blend it so it's dark right where it needs to be and then it kind of blends out. So that's just my personal preference. But the aquarelle is certainly another option. The other thing I wanted to show you real quick before we move on, I found this and I never finished it, but I'm going to. Do you see these copper links? This was going to be a necklace. Imagine how cool that would be as a necklace. I just got to make more links. And I've filed them all down so they're all, you know, they're not going to poke anybody. But I just think that would be a cool chunky necklace. I just got to finish it now. All right. So, thank you, Big Mama. Love the links. Yeah. And all it is a straight piece of copper. I'm going to have to undo one of these links to remind myself how long I made it. And then I hammer on each end to splay it out into like a, you know, circle. And then I just work them together. And I think what I'll end up doing is putting a little piece of solder at each of the links so there's no chance they come apart. But I got to get the necklace done first. All right. Today's project. We missed you yesterday, Big Mama. We were blaming stuff on you. When things went missing, we said, oh yeah, Big Mama probably has it. And that's what you get for not being here. You get to be the scapegoat. You know, I'm just kidding you. Yeah, that's what it's meant to be, is a necklace. So I have all these pieces of cardboard that I tore up. This one actually, it's got a little bend in it, but I have all these. Hi, Cheryl. I have all of these cardboard pieces, and I thought we could do something like really grungy with it. This is a really cool one. You just didn't feel right starting your day without art before breakfast. Do you guys like this one? Should we work with this one? It's got some of the lighter paper. It's got some of the, you know, regular paper and then the corrugation showing through. Should we work with this one? I like that one. And so we can either make it, we have 3 choices. We can make a journal card, we can make a tag, or we could make this a belly band. I suppose we could turn it sideways and make it a pocket, but I'd have to take some off. So we could, pocket is an issue, is an option as well. So I'm going to let you guys decide: tag, journaling card, belly band, or pocket. While I have a sip of coffee. And don't forget to give me thumbs up, please. A journal card, a journal card. Okay, we've got 2 for journal card. Make a journal topper. Yeah. Um, okay. I use that to do blotches. Rub with your oxide and then put paper over the top and then rub it back. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Really cool stamp. A side pocket, Mimi says. Well, we've got already 2 for junk or for journal cards. Although that would be a good, cool side pocket, wouldn't it? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. A side pocket would be cool too. This side's a little straighter. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. I know we only had one for side pocket, but I'm kind of liking that idea because it's different. But if we make it a side, it could be either a side pocket if we do it vertically, or it could be a journaling card. And rub on the back. Yeah. Okay, if we have time to do 2, let's do this as a side pocket to start with. Now, look what I found. Look at that grungy goodness. It's too big for this, I think, though, because it covers up too much. I also found these grungy flowers and a bunch of little bags and envelopes that we could possibly use on here. Oh, I've got one smaller than that. We could put an envelope on it and let it open up. We could put some fabric. Oh, look at this fabric I found. This is toile with blue and brown. Oops, I don't want pinking shears. Trying to make that's fine. I don't mind staying on longer. I worry more about you guys and people watching getting bored and not wanting to be on quite this long. But hey, if you guys are up to it, this 12 doesn't like to tear. But I've got this we could put on here. And oh, you should have seen. I've already put it away. Oh no. Yeah, I did. Big Mama, I used that seam ripper on something that was so cool. You have created a monster with your seam ripping. Because look at this. What about using him? He's got a little fringe around, and then I made a little on top here. What about using him? And if you don't like him, just say so. This one's going to be very interactive because I have no clue what to do with this. I mean, I would just sit here and play with it till I made something I liked, which could be hours. I've got this that I could put. Fiber art go to. So we could put that underneath, or we could put it on top even. I don't know. I'm just throwing things together. You guys tell me if something strikes your fancy or you have other ideas. I also have this little tiny pocket with a tag in it. that we could put on there like that. That's really cute too. Actually, maybe like that better. This is just copier paper, so I would need to back that with something. You like the fabric or you like the little pocket? I kind of like the little pocket. And if it was a side pocket, then you'd have a top pocket too. Yeah, I do too, Mimi. I could put this in here. What would we put on here with a tag, though? Now, one thing we definitely need to do is ink up, and I was thinking I'm going to ink it in black, and then if it's too harsh, I'll go over it with the vintage photo. Yeah, I do too. That cloth wasn't, I love it. I love the toile, but not for this project. Isn't it funny how sometimes you can put something on a project and be like, yuck, that doesn't look good. But then you get to another project and it's like the perfect thing. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. And then if we think in fact, I already think it's a little too dark. I'm not a real heavy person like with the blacks and watering can, vintage photo. So let's go and put a little bit of vintage photo on this. Okay, Cheryl, we'll see you back in a minute. So I'm going to put this down so it'll be dark still, but it won't be black. Whoops, I'm getting way off camera. So it'll be a little lighter shade, too dark. Yeah. I did want dark edges on this piece though, because I really wanted it to be a statement. Oh, my nose is itching. All right, so let me go around this one more time. Do you guys ever do this? Do you ever take cardboard boxes and just rip them up or packing or, whatever it happens to be, rip them up and then use the pieces? I did this a long time ago because I just wanted to have some when I was using them for a while, and then they got put away and I forgot about them, and that's how that stuff goes, right? That's why I have so much stuff, because I'll get an idea and I'll run with it for a little while. Okay. So that looks really grungy now around the edges. Big Mama has beautiful pictures with cardboard. Oh. Yeah, it does look like burnt edges, doesn't it? Okay, so I know I'm going to have to back that, but I can do that offline. Shall we look at one of these? Where'd they go? Grungy flowers that I got. Do that with a pocket down there and maybe some lace under here. I don't know. Do you guys like that? Corrugated tin, no. All the time, Carol, you run with an idea and then Yeah, I kind of like it too. And it's simple. It doesn't have a lot on it. This is kind of high up, but we can work with it. I kind of like it just like that. Love it, like it, love it. Okay. Let's just go with that. It doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't, and I don't look at it and think like I did with that other piece the other day. I looked at it and I thought it's just not done. This I look at and it looks done. And you know, the nice thing about this stuff is that you still can always um, add to it when you go to use it. Okay, there's that. I don't know what you guys do, but I usually try to glue down all the bottom petals. And then I leave the top petals loose if I can. Sometimes you can't do that because they stick up too far. But I try to leave the bottom petals. I need to go this other way. And the reason I changed that is because the center is down this way. I try to leave the top petals loose so they're, you know, provide some texture and can move, but then I glue down the bottom. Yeah, I could take that centerpiece out and just put a little flat back enamel piece or something else in there. I absolutely could. I think for now I'm going to leave it, and then when I go to use it, um, I can do that. I like to leave some, I mean, do you guys do this too? If you make things ahead of time, you don't want to, I don't know, think too much about, you know, the how it's going to be used because you don't know yet. I think that's it. I think that's all that needs. Some lace, a flower, and a little pocket. I could. I'm gonna hold off on that for right now because I mean, I like the contrast of that lighter up there at the top. And if you see it in person, it's like these pieces are kind of flopping up. They're pieces that didn't pull all the way off. So there is some texture in there too, which is nice. I like it. I think that's enough for right now anyway. You guys on board? All right. So we did that, and then we were going to do like what would maybe be a journaling card, although that could be a journaling card too. Let's pull out another piece. I got this one. No, we could put that at the top and put a word up there and then do something down here. What do you guys think about this one as a journaling card? Thank you, Mimi. What happened to Big Mama? She hadn't been saying a word. Susan, got Mimi, got Carol. Um, I'm just going to do the vintage photo on this one. Although I did really like that last one with the black and the brown. We'll see if this one needs it or if brown is going to be enough. I could also do something that's not completely black. I could use like my watering can that's a gray if it needs to be darker. But I think this is going to be okay. Oh, to fix breakfast. Now this is art before breakfast. but she might be. I know she's got people that depend on her for breakfast, specifically her hubby. That's why I love my iPad, because if I'm in the middle of watching something and I have to go do something, I just take my iPad with me. There, how's that? Let's do that up just a little bit more. All right. What shall we put on this one? What shall be our theme here? I've got more of the little kids. I've got this little kid with their dog we could put on there with some lace around it, and or I've got this little girl. I love her. Oh, by the way, did you guys see on yesterday's video, I made a mistake. The Calico Cottage, I think it was. That was definitely a freebie. The rate Ruby and Pearl, that one I did purchase. This one I did buy it. It's only $3, and I put the link to it in the video description because I think there were some that said I gotta have that digital, and so I did put that in the description. All right, let's see if we like this. We don't have to use this, but what about that on there with like some lace behind it or fabric or something? And I could use the word friends up here. Do you like that? Let's see. Let's get some. I've got some of this really grungy lace. I don't even remember where I got this. We could put that up above her. And I don't have to have all of this. I just need to cut it below the line where it. So I could put this up here, move this over here, and then I could put this little bit down here to match. What do you think about that so far? Okay, let me ink up the picture because I cut off the white border, so I'm going to have to take some pictures of the stuff with these two images, the things we made, and send them to, I think her name's Heather at Ruby and Pearl. I'll have to send pictures of what we made. Okay. So we got that. Let's put a line of glue down here just to get it tacked down, and I can go back and tack the top down if I want to. I may not want to do that. And then a line of glue right along here. And crinkle it all up. And this is where I need my credit card. Push it down from the top. And then that like that. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love it. Okay. Boy, we're only at 30 minutes and we're finishing up our second piece. Oh, by the way, did you guys see my note? I am doing a craft and grab tonight. And tonight what we'll be doing is taking either black and white, like I have that Tim Holtz tissue paper stuff that's black and white, or stamps, and then stamping them black and white, and then looking at different ways that we can add color to them. Well, hi, Cindy. Welcome. I am so glad you're here. I don't think you've been to an art before breakfast before. So, in Art Before Breakfast, this is very collaborative. I'll ask for input, let the group kind of help to design. I'll start out. Sometimes I don't even start out with an idea. This morning I did. I wanted to work with cardboard, but sometimes it's viewer's choice, and I'll just come in and say, okay, you guys tell me what you want me to make today. But we have a lot of fun. We have some regulars that come and then people that drop in. Oh, a phone call. We wondered where you went. So look at this one, Big Mama. Look what we're doing here. We've got grungy lace. And we've still got our cardboard. And then what I'm going to do, I don't think this one's going to take very long either. I have, if I can find it, I have a word. Well, that one says family. That could be family. But I think I have one that says friends. And what did I do with it? Here's the one we did just before you got here, Cindy. This is a little pocket with a little tag in it that I need to reinforce. But this is either going to be a side pocket or it could be a journaling card. Could be either one. And now we're making this second one. That could be the same things. It could be a side pocket. Oh, there it is, friends. We got to have friends on there because these guys are probably best friends, although they could be family too. I need to print out some more of the words and cut them out because I've been using so many of them. And I've got a lot of different, printouts. And I have some real tiny and some bigger. But I'm going to put this up here, but I'm going to, as I usually do, tear it. And then I'm going to put either different kind of lace or a piece of fabric or paper, something behind it. Okay, there's friends. And we'll ink it up. Yeah, well, I do this every morning, Cindy, except for Thursdays. And the reason I don't do there are some other days where I'm out of town or I have appointments. Every once in a while I can't, but I let everybody know. And what I'm also going to do is start putting up a little mini video that says no art before breakfast today. All right, what shall we put behind that? Ooh, I may want to use some of this. I have an idea for that. How about let me see how long I need it. How about that little piece of lace up there? That grungy lace with friends on it. Is that too much lace? I don't think you can ever have too much lace. Do we need a pop of color on there? Or do we like it just the way it is? Love it. I could do a little stenciling with like a blue or a green and put something over that cardboard. Or some stamping. Stamping might be easier. What do you guys think? Should I put some stamping or stenciling back here? Maybe black behind it. I do have some black lace. Probably don't want to put it all the way across. Friends with a little black behind it? What do you guys think? You like the black? Now we're very democratic here, Cindy. We vote. So do we want the black lace with it or the vintage lace? What do you guys think? Black or vintage? And I'm going to see if I have a little just a tiny bit of black showing. Okay, let's see what the group thinks because we do. I like both, so I'm not the tiebreaker. Black shows up better. Okay. How about, I used this the other day and it really came out nice. How about if we put just a little bit of stenciling back here? Now, I could do this in a green. I could do it in like a gray to match if we're going to use the black lace. What color shall I do the stenciling? Boring Me says just use vintage photo. Because we just want it in the background. We don't want this to be a... I hope you all agree with the vintage photo. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm doing it. Yeah, it needs something back here. Oh, I like that a lot. Look at that. I love that stencil. That stencil, by the way, oh, it doesn't have any markings on it. I have no clue where it's from. So if we do that, and then we do, hang on, let me see if I have one that's a little bit wider. I do. So I'm going to cut two pieces and then we can try both and see which one we like better. Okay, there's a wider piece with friends on it. That might be a little overbearing, I think. Let's try this one with just the little points peeking out down at the bottom. I don't need it quite that long. All right, so if we put that there, I like that a lot better. Just peeking. What do you guys think? Just a little black peeking out, and then you've got that pattern in the background too. What do you guys think of that? Perfect. Layer the coffee dyed lace on top of the black and then the word. Oh no, you're not too chatty at all. You should see Big Mama when she gets going. I think I'm going to override that idea though, although I do want input. Don't take it as I don't want your input. Only reason, I'll tell you my reasoning. I don't want it to get too cluttered and I tend to be a little more simple and not too, complex in the designs. Although I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put that, whoops, that's gotta come down a little. And then Friends. Just like that. Now, do I need a little something right here? Like maybe, we did this yesterday and now I'm on a roll. A little piece of metal something there? Just in that corner? Something little. There's another one of these that we used the other day. What about a little something like that in the corner, and then I can put another one of those little wooden, or I could put a little black in there to bring forward the black. What do you guys think about that? Yay or nay on the metal? I know that came from Ruby and Pearl XO. If you look at my Art Before Breakfast from yesterday, I put a link directly to this download. It's $3. Oh my gosh, Mimi. All right, so here's the thing. Metal, yay or nay? Give me a yay or a nay on the metal. A metal heart? I don't know if I do or not. Kind of thinking maybe, I probably have one in my charms box. But is that too, I don't know, is that too cutesy if I have the friends up here and then a heart? Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see what I have. Because I think a little piece of metal right there in the corner would be really nice. Let me see if I have any hearts in here. I have a skull and crossbones. That's probably not appropriate. That doesn't belong in there. I don't have a heart in my little stuff. In my charms, I don't have one. Let me look back in the metals box. And let's see if we have something. Push all this back a little bit so you guys can see. Okay. Those are all keys. All bezels. These are corners. These are silver. These are big flowers. Big keys. Silver. And nothing. Alright. Holler real loud if you see a heart. Now I could take that apart and cut off the little thing at the top. Let me hold that up because that might be an option. Here's a different little flower. I'm not seeing much in here in the way of hearts other than this one piece that I could take apart. There's like a little coin. All right, let's look at these little pieces. See, this is where we spend most of our time, is like looking for just the right thing, and I love it. I love it. Okay, so here are our choices. You have this one. I'm going to move this up closer so you can see. So we have this one. Come on, focus. There we go. We have that one. We have this one that's a little coin. I think that's too flat. I don't like that. I have this little flower. That's cute too. Could put something right in the middle of that. Or we have, I don't know that you can tell that that's really a heart. I'm going to take it apart real quick. There's that one. I could actually put that on with a bulb pin and let it dangle. So that's what that looks like. I don't know if you can really tell it's a heart because it's so filigree, but I have way more than that too. I have a bunch of these metal pieces in little baggies to sell. Okay, so your choices are A. I'll tell you the ones I like. You have A, B, or C. You guys pick A, B, or C. This is A is the heart, B is the flower we used last time, and C is the new flower. A, B, or C. I have 1A, the heart. No, you got to pick 2 A's. Mimi could be an A. So we have 3 A's. Now, so my next decision is how to attach it. Should I cut off that little loop and then just glue it down? Or should I leave the little loop and maybe put one of my rusty paper clips in there and let it kind of be a dangle? I'm so glad I rusted all those paper clips. They have just been awesome. Like, here's what it would look like with, make it a dangle. Okay. That one might be too big. I also have bulb pins, so I could do that. Or I could put a brad on it. Here's a little tiny one. These have really got some rust on them. Anybody interested in buying any of these? I have tons of them. Okay, so I could hook that on there and then just let that kind of be a dangle. It wouldn't truly be a dangle because unless I put a jump ring through it. You guys like the paper clip? Or no? Or I could put these little things that I got from Tim Holtz. They're like screw, they're brads, but they look like metal, you know, like a screw or nut or a bolt or some metallic hardware. I don't know if the color's right though. Okay, so I could do that. Oh, this wouldn't be a dangle. This would just glue on if I did this. I could just put one of these little tiny screw heads. It wouldn't be a dangle. It would, but look at that. It's like it's screwed on there. And that would maybe go like right there. It wouldn't be a dangle, and that screw head isn't exactly the same color, but that's what that would look like. Do you like that? This screw matches some of the colors, you know, in here. Plus it gives it something a little different. What do you think about that? Come on, you guys. What do we think about that? Or I could even bring it up a little. Like the screw. Okay, thank you. I just need one person to say yay. Because sometimes I have something as an idea and everybody else is like, nah, 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 that doesn't look good. So I listen to the crowd. Cindy, you should see some of the things we've made. Okay, now placement. You guys like that? Or do you want it down a little bit, closer to them? Maybe right there. You're right there on the side of the picture. Or up a little bit. Come on. There we go. So we want it up there. Or maybe with that screw right over the corner. Let me look at it and see what I think as I look at it. I like it kind of going up. Yep, I was going to say the same thing because it brings it all together. It makes it all seem like one piece instead of two. So I'm with you on that. I was thinking the same thing. I was just looking for some validation. You guys probably wonder, how does she craft it all on her own when I'm always asking you? I just do it. I do what I think I like. But in here, I love to give you guys the opportunity because you guys come up with some stuff that I, you know, had never even thought of, like this heart. I would have not gone looking for a heart. I would have not done it. And then I was thinking, oh, it might be too cutesy. But it's not at all. It looks great. This stuff is all still moving around. I'll have to wait and get the extra glue off in a little bit after it sets. All right. There it is. What do you guys think? Look at these two friends. I wish I had put this down a little bit lower. But I didn't. It is what it is. What do you guys think? There's that one. And there's that one. So both of those could either be a pocket, a belly band, a journaling card. Whenever I go to use it, they'll be whatever they're going to be. And we created two more fun pieces. And it's not even an hour yet. We're going to finish a little bit early. All right, ladies, I am going, if you haven't given me a thumbs up yet, please do. Oh, Mike's not here today. Please do if you haven't already. I need the thumbs up. Oh, I had another idea. Let me show you something. We're going to get over an hour and as it is. And I know some of you love it when it goes over an hour. I had this piece of twine. Oh, maybe up here where we have a little blank space. I was going to put, to kind of go along with the rustic look of the cardboard. And I'm not going to tie a bow because I think a bow is too cutesy and too much. But I was thinking about doing something like this. I was going to do it down here around the bottom, but I think it almost... What do you guys think about that? A little bit of... And if you don't like it, say so. If you think it takes away from or it doesn't need it. I was just going to put a little bit of twine on there. I'm going to leave that on there because I love it. And I'll glue it down. So I'm going to let you go. Everybody thinks I'm going. So try 3 wraps. It's pretty thick. I'll play with it offline, and then I'll show you guys tomorrow what I came up with. How's that? So we don't keep everybody here because everybody's leaving. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will see you all tonight. Come back tonight for Craft and Grab. Win some free stuff. We're going to do some fun stuff. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Have a blessed day and give me thumbs up. Thank you, Cindy. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.